Hey, Chris Liepe here with a breakdown of the vocals of Harry Styles. Fantastic vocalist, and there's a lot going on subtly, particularly in the area of timing and rhythm, and the way he uses his resonances strategically to create subtle dynamic changes. And we're going to be studying the live performance of Watermelon Sugar live at Capitol's Jingle Bell Ball in 2019. And I'm excited to go through his style. It's not maybe the normal kind of vocalist I'd go through, but this is by request. And if we know what to listen for, particularly in the areas of rhythm and groove and how his vocal performance works with the backing vocals and with the band, there's going to be a lot that if we listen right, we can put into our own vocals. So I'm excited to break this down for you. And one of the things that gives you rhythmic vocal freedom is the ability to take what you do with your speech voice, the things that we do every day when we talk, and inject that into your singing. He does this very well. And it's something that I cover in depth in my free vocal course. Taking your speech voice and having it inform and inspire your singing voice. This is the best way to free your voice. If you want to join me in that, click the link below. It's free, and join the course. And thank you so much, Dusty Wakeman and Colin Liepe, for these new Mojave microphones. I'm having so much fun using them, and they sound great. I can't wait to make even more great music with them. Okay, here we go.
And if you know the words to this one, please sing.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm. Breathe me in.
Okay. Notice how closed he is, and he is playing with that beat already where he's behind. He's letting the music pull him along. And his closed approach is helping to further that he's being pulled into the song. And then here, with this sort of brash contrast to how closed he was, breathe me in. It's not, breathe me in. Closed, warm, long. It's breathe me in. Breathe me in. But he brightens up, and then he goes right back down to that subdued way that he delivers his smooth, lower energy chest voice. Let's keep going.
Breathe me out. I don't know if I could ever go without. I'm just there.
Listen to how it fits. Yeah. Those two approaches, really neat to hear in his voice. You hear this more when he does live stuff as opposed to studio stuff. Okay, now that watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high. If you listen to what he just did there, he's still dragging the beat. And we'll get more into this simple, hooky melody that allows for lots of freedom rhythmically with the whole track, with the whole production. But notice now his approach to this second verse is going to be much more on top of the beat and less drug. It's great stuff to think about as a lead vocalist.
I want your belly, and that's all I'm feeling. Getting washed
Okay, again.
Breathe me.
Breathe me in. That is such awesome tone shaping. Breathe me in. Breathe me in. Breathe me in. Breathe me in. Breathe not. Breathe me in. It's very intentional how he's doing that, and it engages the listener in such a great way.
I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar.
Oh, hey! I love listening to stuff like this, especially the live interaction that they have with their voice, where he's just throwing his voice. And I think sometimes when we as singers get so intent on singing a melody and delivering a melody, we're not loose enough to be able to do that. He's loose enough to be able to engage in a really cool groove with his voice. It's not all that challenging for him. But then you see it in the energy that he displays with that off the cuff, yay, yay. And it has a really neat tone. It's really broken up and cool sounding, but he's not giving it a lot of thought. Yes, there's false chord engagement. Yes, there's all sorts of things going on that I've talked about a lot in other videos, mixed voice, some of that stuff, in terms of his positioning to get that nice, high, energetic yelp. But he is confident enough and in the moment enough, and he's worked with his voice enough that he can go there without having to think too hard or hard at all. He's just involved in the performance.
Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar.
Now he's pulling the band.
Watermelon sugar high. 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 I just wanna taste it. I just wanna taste it.
Yeah, get that drink.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want Ashley's belly and a summer feeling. I don't know if I could ever go without.
Ever go without dark, ever go without, ow! That's really all he's doing. Now that, just imitate a crow. Ow! See what happens. Now, in this context that I'm doing it, it doesn't really work. That's, again, part of the off-the-cuff performance aspect in his context works great. But it doesn't stop you from being able to experiment with your own voice with making those contrasts work. Ever go without, yeah! Ever go without, woo! Ever go without, ever go without, yeah! Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, ooh! Same mentality, let it come out in your own voice.
Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon.
Listen to this groove. Listen to this groove. Simple melody. I'm going to unpack this more in a minute. The background vocals, the space for the horns. This is an arranging masterpiece. Yeah, man. Hey! He's back behind the beat now. Okay, where's the opportunity for our own voice there? I think the opportunity is in taking this simple watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, putting that rhythm in our bodies and just practicing it. Repeat it over and over again. Get on a mic, set your own tempo with your body, and see what happens. See what kind of branches you can allow to happen off this simple thing. I love simple melodies like this because it creates opportunities to be creative with them. And we can take the listening exercise that we've just done and insert it into our own voices and see what happens no matter how simple it is, no matter how rudimentary it may seem. It will expose some neat things in your own voice.
Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, oh, watermelon sugar high, oh, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, yeah, watermelon sugar high, ooh, watermelon sugar high, 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 oh.
I hope you have as much fun as I do experimenting with this song, what it brings in terms of inspiration. Remember, rhythm. Remember that resonance and tone variance between his subtly higher notes and subtly lower, more subdued notes. Take those away from his performance and see what you can do with them. Again, if you want more help unpacking these subtle things in your voice, click the link below and join my free vocal course. We'll see you for more.